away from her, you bitch!
Oh, shut up, you tart!
Who disrupts my coronation?
Get to the chopper!
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Calico on your Geek is showing Christmas special 2024. Joining me for fun, festive frolics is the random man himself, Guy JB, and I leaned out of camera there for a moment because I forgot to put my Christmas hat on. So, Guy, how you been, honey?
I'm hanging out my arsehole.
Well, after the festivities the other night, I'm not surprised. There we go.
Oh no, this was last night. I went on the piss.
Dear. Oh dear. Again, you double nighted it. Oh dear.
I did, yeah. Well, I wasn't that drunk on Friday night because I was licking.
That's true. That's true.
But on a personal note, just got to say it was really great to see you and Jimmy at the gig, and it made my night. So thank you very much.
You are more than welcome, honey. And honestly, thank you for sort of the impromptu gig because it sort of just popped up, and Jimmy was like, "Do you want to go to a gig? Guys playing?" And I was like, "What? Where? And what time? Where? What? How?" And he was like, literally, like down the road from me, from the the pub you were in. I was like, "Oh, yeah, okay." Then I didn't have any other plans for that night, so sure. What the fuck?
It was a last minute gig. It was due to be the Dark Horses playing that night, but unfortunately, Alex, the singer, got the lurgy.
Oh, bless.
Got a very bad sore throat and that thing, that chest infection thing that's going around, so he could not sing.
Thing that I keep getting, you mean?
That'd be the one, yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, big shout out to Alex. If he's within the sound of my voice, hope you get well soon, buddy.
Well, all the best. But yeah, so I'm doing well. You're doing well. It's our little Christmas episode here.
Woo.
So let's roll this little train along, and we're going to do possibly the final shout outs of the year because we don't normally do the shout outs on the roundup of the year episode. That's our final episode of the year. That's coming up soon. So we're going to do the final shout outs of the year from the final episode. Well, I say the final episode, the mid-season finale.
Yes.
Of Honey Geek is showing season 5. And kicking things off straight away, Jimmy Lee Clifford. This reference I'm not sure I get, but okay. Jax from Temu here. Yes, I'm currently missing the bike.
No.
That went over both our heads there, Jim. Can we have an explanation of who the fuck Jax is?
Could we have a tumbleweed going across in the edit, please?
I may find an animation for that, or a GIF. We don't get that reference, Jimmy. I'm sorry.
No.
And if you mean Jax from Mortal Kombat, then I'm just calling whitewashing, motherfucker. I'm just saying. Anyway, hoping this comment actually uploads this week, knowing full well it'll be read out after the break. Not quite. God damn the YouTube black hole. Yeah, I've had that happen a few times where someone says they've commented. I've looked in the comment section and the held for review section. Like, for some reason, JK's comment was in the held for review section. Don't know why. It just was. But anyway, have been enjoying the show last few weeks. Retrovember was great. Thank you. That was kind of not a last minute thing, but it was sort of, we was like, we haven't done a 4-part trilogy since season 3. We could really do with doing another 4-parter. And we sort of ummed and ahed the idea, and Retrovember was the end result of the umming and ahhing. So, but I'm glad that you liked it. Red Dead Redemption 2, ? We're more ghosts than people. I think that's in reference to JK's he's more man than beard now.
Okay.
I think. I'm never too sure with Jim. These references come out. I know where I'm like, huh?
Yeah, it's like the cryptic crossword.
It is a little bit. But age. Star Wars, as you said, makes more sense. He's more machine than man now. Yeah, I think that was kind of where JK was going with that. We'll
Yeah.
get there. We'll get there in JK's comment. He says he did say in his comment. Spoilers. I scanned it briefly. It said that Guy got the reference right, so it must be Star Wars because you said Star Wars. So it must be Star Wars.
But hey, let's not do spoilers.
Anyway, the battle for space is real, and it's even more so when kids are involved. Hence, limited collectibles. Yes, that was during our letting go of gaming things and talking about the ever increasing battle for the space of the shelf.
Yes, the struggle is real, folks.
Yes, it's a battle that began about 30 to 40 odd years ago in the mid 80s and has just increased ever since. I'll be having some extended time off due to medical reasons as well as Christmas. I'm intending on bringing the watch list down. Guardians 3 is now on that list. Only what, 2 years after it came out? Just saying, Jim.
Yep.
Callie can confirm I'm literally that tired from work most nights that unless the game is a switch your brain off and chill with friends, I don't have the energy game seriously. And that is in reference to the whole part of that episode where giving up gaming. Sometimes when you just literally have no time, the one thing that you will sacrifice at our age is gaming.
Yep.
I'd rather read a book or watch a film than I would spend an hour getting into a game because games have that little trick of going, I'll just do the first level. I'll just do the intro. Mission 30, 6 hours later, you're still sat there. It's 4 a.m. You've got to be at work at 6 and you're there like, just one more boss fight. I need to get to a checkpoint. We can't do that anymore. We can't do that.
We can't.
I have several games sitting on the shelf that I'm figuring will get played when I retire from work. Only 25 to 30 years to wait. Yeah. You know what? That's a thing. There's many a game from back in the day that I missed, and I'm now getting sort of around to those games and going, why did I never play this? So, yeah, just one or two, not like big major names, just sort of like, I always heard about that game. I remember seeing it around at a friend's house. I never actually played it. Now like it's popped up on like the Nintendo Switch or something, and I gave it a play, and I'm like, yeah, now I know why I didn't play it. Casually, I still have Fable 2 and booted that up recently and didn't do much. Had fun though. Yeah, Fable 2. It's Fable sort of because there's a new one made, a reboot of some sort. I don't know. But yeah, Fable was a good game for its time, but it's definitely dated now. I missed the old start up of a game. New game, load game, settings, online, and nothing else. No microtransactions, no downloads, no news, just the games related stuff. Yes, we did kind of cover that briefly. YouTube made me edit, but at least it posted. Though the episode was a little somber, was still good to watch. Signing off.
Well, there you go.
Right, moving on to the next comment. I'm going to need a drink before this one because this is a long, thick comment, and I don't know if I'm going to get it all out in one go. Insert innuendo there. Returning to the channel after quite some absence, it is the man from X. The Gazman has returned.
Yeah, Gazman.
Saying, well, what an episode to come back to. He writes as he's balancing on a stool, carving Brooks was here on a ceiling beam. Thanks for that, guys. Guy, firstly, I just want to say that Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Then I would like to offer you some advice. After listening to what you had to say, here's what I think. I don't think you should give up on gaming, rather how you play games. Why don't you look into getting yourself a cheap, it says here Raspberry Pi, but I'm thinking that's an autocorrect, with a ton of retro games on it. They are pretty inexpensive, and you can relive all the old games that you love from pretty much every console up to the PS3 era. To be honest, if you can get hold of something like that, that may be something I might invest in because I prefer more, like I said in the episode, modern gaming for me is just, but gaming from 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago, I still like playing Mario and Sonic and Perfect Dark from the N64 and the old, things like that. I still enjoy playing those games. So something like that might actually be something that I'm probably going to get more use out of than just a PlayStation or just a Switch or just an Xbox.
Yeah.
I remember what I was now. They are all in one place, and you could share those games with your daughter.
Yeah, that's true.
The
That's
history
good.
of gaming. Once you have the Retro Pi, you should be able to save up for a PS5 by 2026 without having to buy new games for your PS4 and worry about any online service. It does suck that you can't watch any of your Blu-rays, but at least you'll have another thing to look forward to doing in 2026 when you get your PS5. Also, noisy fan is almost always a dust problem. Watch a YouTube video on how to open and clean it. I would not dare open my PS4.
No. Nope, not doing that.
I would lose a screw. I would put something in the wrong place. It would fuck up. I would know.
I would poo my pants.
Yeah, I would. It's pretty easy to do if you have the tools. I have tools. I still wouldn't fucking risk it.
No.
This one's aimed for me. Callie, the apple in my pie, the cream of some young guy.
Gaz is getting in on the runs.
Oh yeah, great episode. Very deep. I know how you feel about collecting. I'm in the same place, to be honest. Defo have shown down myself, and honestly, one of the main reasons I have isn't to do with fading passion for the hobby, but because of corporations ruining their own IPs. They fuck them into the ground so hard that one, they are hardly recognizable anymore, and two, they're brutalized basically all of the characters I love. So until things change, I won't be giving my money to them. I'm looking at you, DC Comics. It's also hard to keep up with all of the stuff that you love. And there's also a lot of cool things that are only coming out in the USA, and it kind of demoralizes you. That is very, very, very true. I watch a weekly toy show on YouTube where they sort of do the new stuff that's been announced that week. And honestly, when it gets to the McFarlane toys section and it talks DC, I just go, again, another one, another repaint, another reuse. Oh, look, this one, it's got slightly more accessories. That's why they're charging more. Oh, okay there. Oh, look, one wave of 5 figures, 3 Batmen in one wave.
Yeah.
Okay, and I know a lot of people sort of do this. Oh God, we concede. Batman sells regardless, right? Everyone's got their own version of Batman, their own favorite version of Batman, and McFarlane make a Batman to cover that. But when it's a wave of 5 figures and it's Batman, one Batman from a film, one Batman from a comic, and one repaint variant of a existing Batman. Comics, video games, cartoons, whatever, and then 2 unique characters. When I say unique characters, they're mostly repaints with a new head and new hands.
Yeah.
It's very much like, why am I keep buying the same figure fucking over and over? It's the Simpsons Malibu Stacy. She's got a new hat.
Yeah.
That meme, that is perfect for DC Comics with their partnership with McFarlane Toys. It's very much like, it's Batman again. He's got a new cape. Oh, I'll buy it then. Why? Anyway,
until they release a Batman sitting on the shitter reading a newspaper, I'm not interested.
That would make a brilliant statue.
It would.
One of those motion activated ones was people walk past it or your ears and go, back turd. Sorry, my throat went a little bit there, but continuing on. Oh, I've missed this. Now, I'm not going to have a full collection. It's BS. Yeah, that's very much That was a continuation of the last part of the comment. Sorry, I thought it was a new one. But no, yeah, like feeling like you missed out on one. Marvel Legends is a cunt for that. Like the builder figure is the one figure you want from that wave, but you have to buy a bunch of figures that you don't want. Or vice versa. There's one figure in that whole wave that you really want to complete your collection, but it comes with the torso of the builder figure. So then you've got a torso just laying around in a box somewhere.
Yeah.
Like that bugs me. I've got a couple of figures like that where I think I've got like a green goblin leg, a Zemu torso, a Sauron leg. Like I've just got bits of random characters because I was like, I only want that one from the wave. I don't want the builder figure. I don't want the rest of the wave. I just want that one character because it goes in with my collection. And you stuck with body parts you can't do nothing with.
Put them together.
Yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my long ass message, and I hope you have missed them. We have, honey. We
have.
Because I have missed you guys. I hope you both and all your families have a wonderful Christmas. Love you all the best. And Die Hard is a Christmas movie, so is number 2.
You're being a number 2.
That's the Gaz man for you.
These are you Gaz. Don't be a stranger either because we want to get on the show.
Yes, I am going to reach out in the new year. We are going to do a Warhammer episode, and we are going to get you on for that one.
Yes.
So
by hook or by crook.
That one has been confirmed long ago. You will appear for a Warhammer episode. But moving on to the top comment from the last episode. I will get my words out. I am not inebriated. Not yet.
Cheers.
It is the man, the myth, the beard, the ginger one himself, the ginger ninja JK.
The object of your affection.
Yes, Guy got the reference and he has put a little link. So you may want to go and check that out to double check. What have I been watching? The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live, and Daryl Dixon Season 2. Ooh. Finally going to clear off The Walking Dead. In reference to what we mentioned about how if GoBots exist in the MCU, that means Transformers by proxy exist in the MCU. Going off of that, he goes on to say, can you imagine Thor versus Optimus? Iron Man versus Starscream? Battle of the Egos. I would like to see that.
Nice. Good shout.
Iron Man in the Hulkbuster going toe to toe with Starscream.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued by that. And it just says, oh hell yeah. I'm on board with that. Like if that could happen, that would be, even if it was just like I said during the episode, even if it was like a what if episode, like what if the Avengers bumped into the Transformers, that for me would just be brilliant.
Yeah, but not Bayverse.
No, not the Bayverse Transformers. No, G1 Transformers.
Proper G1s.
If it's going to be an animated show, it has to be those animated characters.
Yes.
We're in that animated style.
With Peter fucking Cullen.
And Frank fucking Welker. That's how you say those two names. You have to have the F word in the middle. You can't. You know, even if I met them face to face, I'd be like, oh my God, it's Frank fucking Welker. It's like, I'm sorry if that's rude, but anyway, really? I took a week off for my birthday and played all of COD Black Ops 6.
Nice.
I still play maybe an hour a week just to kill some zombies. Lol. That's it. Still enjoy it, but not as much time to spend doing it. And I gotta say, what is wrong with making my gun look pretty? Ha ha ha. Nah, I'm just kidding. But I don't buy any skins or any of that shite. If you can't earn it in that game, then it's not part of that game. Yeah, I definitely feel with the more modern Call of Duties, Black Ops 6 and some of the other ones, it definitely feels like it's more going down that route of competitive gaming. Yeah. Like the big shows they do, like where it's actual teams going against each other for cash prizes and stuff. It definitely feels it's going down that route. With like the sponsorship deals, you can run around as WWE wrestlers for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
You know, and you can run around as Spawn, Todd McFarlane's Spawn. This guy, right? Fucking here, you can run around as him. And
I know he is.
the only thing I like about that is it's voiced by Keith David.
I was gonna
Keith
say.
David, who did the voice in the animated series that they did, the HBO one. So, but yeah, right. Continuing on. I totally understand the need to clear out some stuff. I'm at the point where I can't get any more movies due to no room, but I could make room by getting. I think that's meant to be rid. It says right of some pop vinyls, etc. Great vid as usual, and take care and have a safe and happy Xmas/New Year. Well, here we are for our little Christmassy episode.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're doing kind of well.
Thank you, JK.
That is it for the shout outs for Christmas.
Woohoo! Christmas.
They know it's Christmas time. If not, tough shit.
Yeah.
But moving swiftly on with the episode, Guy, what have you been watching this Christmassy season?
Have a guess. Go on, one guess.
Muppet Christmas Carol?
No, that's a good idea. Arrow. The Arrow journey continues.
Oh, of course, Arrow, the new Supernatural. What have you been watching this week? Arrow.
Arrow.
Just Arrow.
3 episodes a night.
There you go.
But now that we're off work, that could increase.
Mm-hmm.
But I did watch. Okay, so this is really late on. It shows how live we are. I watched Bullseye this afternoon with Freddie Flintoff. I fucking loved it.
How was it? Peter Kay put it. Jim Bowen smacked off his tits. All right, bully.
That's great. It's really cool.
Bit of retro TV. Nothing wrong with that, especially this time of year.
Yeah, well, it's not retro, is it? It's a new version. So
Oh, they've done a new version. Oh,
yeah.
I thought you were on about old episodes. Sorry.
No, Freddie Flintoff hosting it.
Miscommunication there. I thought you'd been watching old episodes. I do.
No, they've done
apologize.
they've done a one-off special for Christmas with Freddie Flintoff hosting it. It's great.
Oh, okay. That's kind of cool then.
Yeah.
Is that
It's
on
really-
ITV? Is that on ITV?
Yeah.
I may have to look into that because I've just installed the ITV X app on my PlayStation.
Have a look at it. It's great.
I may have to check that out. Anything else?
Really fun hour. Anything else? No, because I've been busy being out.
You've been ding 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 ding.
Yep, and then I've been doing drinking.
I thought you could say that. That was not a drinking gesture there, Guy. I've been. That's usually my job at the bar. You know this.
Oh, sorry, yeah. But yeah, so drinking way too much scotch.
As one is prone to do on a night out, but there's nothing wrong with that. It's Christmas. It's allowed.
Yes. I am ruined.
Well, I watched to get in the Christmassy kind of mood. I watched Red One the other day, at the start of the week. Because I'd heard kind of mixed opinions about Red One. Some people thought it was really good. Some people really didn't like it. I kind of took it for what it was. It's a Christmas movie. Now, there are that many Christmas movies out there, all kind of begging for your attention at this time of year. A lot of them are just cheesy rom-coms with no-name actors in it. But this one had Dwayne Johnson, Chris Evans, J.K. Simmons, Lucy Liu. You know, all these kind of quite famous names popping up throughout it. And like I said to one of my friends about it earlier, for me, it was funny when it needed to be funny. Like, I actually laughed at the moments that were, you know, designed to get a laugh out of you.
Yeah.
The action scenes were just that, action-packed. Like, I was, in some of the scenes, I was like, oh my God, wow. And it was heartfelt when it needed to be heartfelt. So for me, it was just the perfect little Christmas movie. It didn't take itself too seriously. It had fun with what the premise was. I liked it. I thought it was a good time. The best way I can describe it is if if some of the guys who directed some of the MCU movies got together and decided to make a Christmas film, kind of how this feels. Not Guardians of the Galaxy level jokes, but not made for kids kind of stuff either. There's enough jokes in there that the adults will go, "Oh, I saw what you did there."
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed that. And yesterday, while flicking through YouTube, randomly out of nowhere, the Garfield Christmas special from the early 90s popped up.
Oh my God.
And I hadn't seen that since I was maybe 8 years old.
No.
And I sat and I watched it. And I will, hand on heart, I will admit,
You give it teary.
I got a little teary-eyed at certain bits. And the bit that did it for me was the bit where it's Garfield sitting with John's grandma. And she's talking about her late husband.
Yeah.
And as a kid, that bit kind of went over my head. I didn't really get it. I was like, yeah, okay, John's granddad's not there anymore. She misses him at Christmas. That was my understanding of it as a kid. But being older now, having a child of my own, having lost people, that kind of moment took on a bit new of an emotional punch.
Yeah.
And I got a bit teary-eyed. I was like,
no, you screwed a bit out.
I was like, oh. But I enjoyed that as much as I did when I was a kid. And then suggested straight after it was the Creature Comforts Christmas special.
Oh my God.
The Aardman animation.
Yeah.
Talking animals. I love that. I love that show back in the day. I had to sit and watch that, and that made me giggle as well. So yeah, that's
easily turn off and onable.
Yeah. That was my Christmassy themed viewing, or non-Christmassy themed viewing. I've continued to watch Two Broke Girls, but I'm on the 4th season out of 6 seasons. My interest is definitely waning in it.
Yeah,
because it's very much that just as they're getting somewhere, things go wrong, and then they're back down to the bottom. And it's just that every season, like it's building up to their business is becoming a success. They're getting somewhere. They're making money. Oh shit's gone wrong. Something's happened. They've lost all their money. The business has gone kaput. They've had to start over again. And I'm now on the 4th version of that, and I'm like, can one of them just like hook up with a billionaire and marry them and just end the fucking season that like now? Because I'm getting a little bit bored of this. Are they going to make their money? Yeah, but not for very long. I'm getting a bit bored of the sameness of it. So my interest in that has waned a little bit. And I've actually started another rewatch of Big Bang Theory. I'm on another rewatch of Big Bang Theory. I keep going back to it. It's like comfort food. Other than that, that's all.
So it would seem that Smack is easier to get off than the Big Bang Theory.
What can I say? I think I've got a bit of a thing. This might sound a bit out there. I've got a bit of a thing for Wallowitz.
Really? Oh my life. Sandy just cracked up laughing.
No, honestly, right. If you see the actor Simon Helberg, right, when he's got his hair all done and he's got a bit of a beard on the go, there's something about him. Just I don't know what it is. I got a thing for Wallowitz. I can't help it. He makes me smile every time he's on screen. He always says something funny.
I suppose at least it's not Jim Parsons.
Pardon?
I suppose at least it's not Jim Parsons.
Oh God, no. A man who looks like the human equivalent of a praying mantis. No thanks.
Yeah.
Although, with that said, Johnny Galecki's not without his that episode where Sheldon makes him wear that red sweater when he had about the DVD. No, never mind.
Oh yeah.
He takes his shirt off a lot in that episode.
Yes.
There's a few scenes where I'm like,
oh yeah, he's all itchy.
It's like he's actually kind of buff under that hoodie and them t-shirts. He's kind of buff.
Well, yeah, you have to be. It's Hollywood.
Well, I know, but it's It's deceptive. That's what I was looking for. Like when he's got the big
Mm.
coat and everything, he doesn't look that. But he takes that shirt off, and it's like, oh, hello, nerdy. But enough of my my fantasies there. Moving swiftly
Yes.
on
Can we
with
take a tiny little pause, a minute? I've got to get a drink.
Okay.
And I've got to get a visual aid.
All right. Well, I will pause the recording here then. Back in 2 seconds, folks. And we're back. Guy has a drink. I have a drink. We're ready for the next part of the show.
Yay.
So I guess it's time, that part of the show that we always get to around Christmas.
We do.
It's time to open a couple of presents.
Yay.
And seeing as it's my hosting, I'm going to be extra generous and let Guy open both of his presents first.
You didn't have to get me two, by the way. One's addressed to the Random Man guy, and one's addressed to Guy. Is there two of me?
Kind of.
Okay. Which one shall I open first?
Do you know what? I can't remember which one I tagged.
No, do you?
I can't remember which one I tagged up which way around, so I don't think at this point it really matters. Just rip it open, go for it. I'm just waiting to see the reaction on your face. Here we go.
That's fantastic.
Which one did you open first? Oh,
it's a Snow Trooper.
Snowman, Snow Trooper.
Yeah, that.
Because the other present that I gave you the other day, which was a holdover from last year, was the Snow Speeder.
Oh, I love that. I so love that.
Vintage Snow Speeder with a Wampa.
He's the one.
He's a snowman, and he ain't taking it from no man.
I'm gonna have to get that one again, I think, over the Christmas period.
Yeah, it's a bit of Robot Chicken.
I can't. I'm struggling to get into it. Yeah.
I like how the gun looks like a big carrot.
Oh, we got Santa Jawa.
Yes.
With a festive, salacious crud.
Yep, Salacious Bee Crumb. I love that name.
Brilliant. Oh, thank you so much, sweetheart. That's brilliant.
You are more than welcome, honey. When I seen them, because I was searching around for something to get you, and I went into game and I seen those, and I was like, oh, we'd really like those. The other one they had, and I wasn't too sure about, was like I think it was one of the droids from like Mandalorian,
Yeah.
the big robot one with the
Yeah.
and it was just painted up in white, red, and green. And I was like, that doesn't scream Christmas to me.
Yeah.
But then I saw those two next to each other. I was like, painted up like a snowman. It's a Jawa dressed like Santa. I have to get you those. They have to be your Christmas presents because
yes,
I figured
and they will now come out every year.
that's what I was going to say. That was my intention for it. Was you can make a night with the snow speeder. You can make a nice little Star Wars Christmas display every Christmas now.
Yeah.
So there you go. Merry
Brilliant.
Christmas.
Thank you. Your turn.
You are more than welcome, honey. Let's see what we have here then.
Open the box.
Ripping it open. Ripping it open. Rippity rip, rip, rip. Rippity. Oh, you motherfucker. It's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's one of the piranha cons. Look at it. It's back.
It's to go with your movie set. Your 86 movie set.
Yes, that is kind of my Transformers shelf there. It's very 86 movie inspired, and this is Studio Series, which that's part of. So I'm just, I'm over the moon with that. That is, I've watched reviews of this guy, and I'm like, I really need one of them. And you got me one. So that's another one for the con shelf because he's labeled as a Decepticon, isn't he? Oh no, he's got his own little logo.
He's neutral.
I'm tempted to pop it open now.
Well, if you want to, you can do.
No, because I'll get distracted and start playing with it.
Yes, you will.
You'll be hosting the show on your own. I'll just be here like, But that is brilliant. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I will give that an open, take some photos, and send them to you.
Bro.
As soon as we're done recording, that's what I'm doing. I'm opening this. As soon as we're done filming.
Yeah. I thought you might. I think perhaps a review video, maybe.
I think I may have to pass it on to little Miss Bitch Tits Violet Impulse and let her give it a reviewing. Let her get her grubby mitts on it. The Blaster review went over quite well that she did.
There you go. You see,
especially with that thumbnail where he's doing Blaster's doing the Van Damme splits.
Yeah,
I love that thumbnail. But that's Christmas presents done then.
That is Christmas presents.
So, we'll move it on to the next part of the show, which is Christmas traditions, things that we do every year. Now, some of these are, I say this weirdly, traditional traditions.
I'm doing it right now.
But, traditional traditions, the way I put it, as in putting up the tree, decorating, that kind of thing. Everyone does that, so we're not really going to cover that. I mean things that we do personally, like for those little things we do that make it Christmas for us. That spark of like, now it's Christmas. Now I feel like it's nearly Christmas, like for us. So I'm going to throw it straight over to you, Guy. You can go first.
Breaking up from work.
Well, I think everybody does that.
Yeah, I know, but I never feel Christmassy. Everyone goes, "You don't like Christmas. You're a Grinch." Yeah. I do like Christmas, folks. I do. But I never feel Christmassy until I break up from work, and then it feels fucking fantastic because I've got 3 weeks off.
Well, there you go. I can definitely vibe with that.
I love it. Going home in the afternoon, early finish, drink with the boys, and then come home to the family, and it's great. It's just perfect, I think.
And that sounds perfectly freaking wonderful. For me, I know it sounds stupid. I know it's Christmas when I put the fucking tree up, right? But that for me is,
yeah, that's the thing, isn't it?
It's the thing that kickstarts it for me, like early December for personal reasons that I'm not going to go into. From the back end of November through to sort of mid-December, I have a lot of bad memories tied to that time of year. And so when I'm seeing all these Christmas adverts and hearing Christmas music in the shops early December, I'm just like, fuck off. Don't like Christmas. Go away. But once it gets past the 12th, I put my tree up, I decorate, I start writing cards, I start buying presents, I start wrapping things up. Each of these little things for me is that slow build-up of, now it's Christmas. Now I'm feeling that little that little bit of warmth and joy inside of like, soon I'll be sitting around having a nice Christmas dinner with people that mean the most to me. Enjoying new presents, new toys, new games, new music, new films, new comics, whatever. That's when it gets me. The tree goes up, and that's when I'm like, yeah, okay, this is a step in the right direction. And then,
that's nice.
But it is, you. I think we all have that, and it's not a Grinchy thing. I mean, I know some people who hate Christmas outright, don't celebrate it.
Yeah, so do I.
But for very good reasons, though. It's not just, I don't like Christmas. When you understand the reason behind it, it's like, okay, I totally get you on that one. But I hate it when you're of that mindset like me, where it's, I don't like early December. And there's people going, oh, get yourself an advent calendar, put your tree up now, put it up early. I'm like,
no,
don't push me. Don't force a Christmas tree up my ass.
Wow.
I'll save that until fucking Boxing Day. That's where the tree goes.
Good lordy.
I'm sorry. I was trying to be sweet and nice and everything there, and it just pushed it off the cliff. But you get what I mean, though. Like,
yeah, of course I do.
We all have that moment where we go, now it's Christmas.
Yeah.
And that's ours. For me, it's the day I put the tree up is the day that I'm like, now it's Christmas.
Yeah.
I never got these people who put it up like the day after fucking Halloween, November 1st, tree goes up.
Yeah.
It's too long. It's just sitting there collecting dust for 2 months. It doesn't need to be that long.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be that long. But But yeah, that's one thing for me that makes it feel like Christmas. Another thing that really kind of warms my heart and opens me up to Christmas is when you're walking through town doing your Christmas Eve shopping. It's not late night shopping, but it's later than it normally would be, sort of six,
Mm.
6:30. And as you're exiting, there's like a brass band playing
Yeah.
Stop the Cavalry somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but every time it's like December and I see that site, the band playing like collecting money and stuff, and I hear that song, you can hear it from like half a fucking street away. Like you're walking through town, like, that's Christmas for me. That is because I think just one Christmas where I wasn't at my best. I was coming out of a shopping center, brass band was playing, and something in my brain just told me to stop and listen to it for 5 minutes. And I did.
Mm.
And it made me feel better. Like I felt like a little bit
Yeah.
uplifted that moment. So I think sort of association when I hear that song, that for me is like,
It's the power of music.
this is Christmas coming forward. That song, Christmas is nearly here, and I'm ready. I'm happy now.
Power of music. People sort of laugh at me, but
Oh,
very
music is
powerful.
a powerful fucking thing.
Yeah.
Powerful fucking thing.
Especially when it's live.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, to this day, I cannot listen to My Immortal by Evanescence without breaking down into tears.
Mm.
It's just there's an association with that I don't want to talk about. But
Oh yeah.
you know, as soon as I hear those opening chords, I'm like, turn it off.
Mm.
Turn it off or I'm leaving the room. You know, that's your
Yeah.
options. But yeah, music is a powerful, powerful thing, and that's just one example of it. So yeah. Guy, anything else that makes it feel like Christmas for you?
Well, of course we have the old perennial, don't we?
The radio times.
There it is.
Good old the Calico Crichton, Tony Harris will agree with you on that one. He talked about that in this week's episode of Retro Movie Zone, going through it and circling everything you wanted and putting ticks next to things. I remember doing that with the TV guides.
It's something I won't stop doing it.
My parents would actually buy two.
Mm.
One for them to go through, one for me and my siblings to go through. And we, as siblings, we had to pick a different colored pen and circle the ones we wanted and make like a little key and a graph of whose color was whose. And we couldn't overlap shows because we only had the one tape recorder.
Yeah.
You know, and I remember my sister wanted to record The Sound of Music at the same time. I wanted to record like a cartoon Christmas special. And I couldn't.
Yeah.
And I couldn't watch it live because we had to go around to some relative's house for a fucking sherry and a whiskey. Anyway, but
God
yeah,
damn it.
but yeah, I'm fully in agreement with them. On you with that one. As soon as I see those in the shops, it's like, nearly here now. It's nearly here.
No, it's a tradition I will not stop. It's a tradition I'm hoping to pass on to my daughter.
Yeah, well, for as long as they keep
Years
printing
older.
TV guides anyway.
Well, yeah.
Because
That's the thing. Yeah, I could do it on the guide on the telly, but
yeah, do you know what? I think there should be a function like that where you can, especially with touchscreen stuff nowadays, where you actually like circle it. Yeah, there's something tactile there that we're missing.
exactly, yeah.
But yeah, I remember doing that back in the day, circling all the Christmas themed shows you wanted to watch and fighting for space on the video recorder and whose tape's going in today and what we were doing.
Oh, yeah.
How long is it? And oh God, I remember those days. But yes, that is definitely another thing that makes it feel like Christmas. TV guides. TV guides.
I love watching Christmas cooking shows as well.
Do you
I like
know
cooking
what?
shows,
Yeah, I can.
but I really like the Christmas ones.
Yeah, that some of the. I remember years ago watching. I used to watch this program, Can't Cook, Won't Cook.
Yeah. I remember that.
Their Christmas ones was always a celebrity one,
Mm.
and some of those were just like when they had the comedians on. Oh my God, they would just laugh, right? It's people falling over, food getting thrown, near misses with like swear words and stuff like that. And very heavy innuendos, like, do you want me to stand over here and beat me meat?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh
Help now.
But yeah, that's Christmas themed cooking shows.
Jamie Oliver is great. Harry Barker's brilliant.
Yeah. Lost
Even Ramsey.
Ramsey, yeah. I love a bit of Ramsey.
Mm.
Sweary old motherfucker that he is, but
Yeah.
a lot of that's for show.
Big boy. Big boy. Huh?
I remember watching one of his Kitchen Nightmares once, and he called someone a panini head. That cracked me up. For about a week, I went around calling everyone a fucking panini head.
Panini head.
You fucking panini head.
But yeah, cooking shows. You gotta love it.
Oh yeah.
You're thinking, oh, that's a good idea. Oh, that's a good idea. Ooh.
The one thing that I kind of tells me that Christmas is definitely on its way, but I get sick of seeing as well, is the Christmas sale adverts. 30% off this toy, 50% off that toy.
Yeah.
Buy now, pay nothing till January.
Mm-hmm.
Those kind of things. Or even now, like literally, like we're a couple of days out now. But you guarantee once it hits the 20th of December, you start seeing like furniture shops specifically.
Yeah.
Specifically Boxing Day sale. You know, it's like, can we just wait for Christmas to actually arrive before we start seeing stuff that you're after? Fuck off.
Yeah.
Worse than B&M last year, 3 days before Christmas, they were putting the Easter eggs out.
Yeah.
And that's no word of a lie, folks. B&M last year, I went in 3 days before Christmas to get some last minute bits. They'd already cleared most of the Christmas stuff off and were putting Easter eggs out 3 days before Christmas. And we say, oh, it's not over commercialized. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Get them eggs out. Come on, get them out.
Anyway, continuing. Right. Moving on to Christmas traditions. We're talking specifically here Christmas Day. What is your rundown of the day for Christmas Day? What do you do every Christmas just to make Christmas Day be like, this is Christmas Day?
Get woken up by an excited child.
Oh, yeah. I know that one too.
Yes. For a start. Wake up. Well, try and wake up. Cup of tea, ciggy. And all the while trying to sort of fend off someone go, can you have any presents yet, Dad? Can I have some presents yet, Dad? Can I have any presents yet, Dad?
Oh, yes.
I'm like, can I wake up and smoke a fag and maybe drink some tea?
Can I feel
Can your mum get some coffee down or at least? Yeah.
Can I feel human before you bombard me with questions, small child?
Yes. And then it's presents, and then later on it's Bucks Fizz, and then after that it's probably boozer.
You saying Bucks Fizz, then I remember many, many years ago living at home with my parents and my siblings. It wasn't Christmas until the Bucks Fizz and the Baby Sham got popped. When you heard those little tiny corks pop on the Baby Sham, it was like, oh, it's Christmas.
Yeah.
And snowballs. Fucking snowballs. Everyone had an obsession with them. No idea why. It's fucking disgusting. It's like drinking alcohol. It's like alcohol-infused sour milk. Yeah.
No. Oh. Smoked salmon and scrambled egg for breakfast.
Oh, see, I'm more smoked salmon and cream cheese though, like done in like a pinwheel.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, those are a little thing that I love about Christmas. They were introduced to me by a friend of the family many, many years ago. It's like, this is what we have up in Scotland. And I'd never had like smoked salmon done like that before. You know, I was only not even 20, I don't think. Yeah. And I tried it and I was like, do you know what? That's actually really nice. Like, it's nicer than I thought it was going to be. So, yeah, that makes it feel like Christmas for me as well.
Yeah. Smoked salmon, scrambled eggs every time. Yeah. And then, of course, it's the usual. The main event, the dinner.
The mountain of food that could feed a small country.
Well, I found the woman that makes the best roast potatoes in the fucking world, so I decided to marry her. Because you'd have to, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I've had offers of marriage based on my ability to make a cup of tea.
Mm.
So, I was told many, many moons ago that I'd make someone a fantastic partner purely because I know how to make a good cup of tea. The secret is He-Man skin tone. You can never go wrong.
Mm.
If your tea is the same color as a He-Man action figure, you've got it right.
Mm. There you go.
But yeah, so my Christmas day.
Fuck
Oh,
you.
what's next after the dinner? Go on.
Afternoon nap.
For most people, yeah, and for, no,
Rations of port. An afternoon nap.
for me specifically, the afternoon nap is never intentional because usually it's kind of a running theme with in previous years. Every year, my daughter would buy me a film on DVD or Blu-ray.
Mm.
It was the big film of the year that I wanted because I had back then. I never went to the cinema, so
Yeah.
like the big Marvel movies that came out that year. When it came to things like birthday, Easter, Christmas, times where we bought each other presents,
Mm.
I'd usually get a Blu-ray or a DVD of that film. So Christmas was usually the big last Marvel movie of the year that had just come out on Blu-ray. We'd sit and watch that after eating Christmas dinner, and I would fall the fuck asleep.
Yep.
Completely unintentionally. I could be glued to that film, and I'm just like,
Yeah, because you got a shit ton of food inside you, and you're warm,
yeah, yeah. And it
and
has
you're
actually
knackered.
been scientifically proven that your body is against you on that one because the more full your stomach is, if you are sat down doing nothing, your brain goes, you don't need to be awake while we digest this. Clunk, off you go.
Yeah.
Which is why if you have an afternoon nap, you wake up going, fuck, I'm hungry. Because it's all gone through.
Yeah.
Funny.
So yeah, you gotta have that. You gotta have that.
Yeah. And then after your afternoon nap, what do you do in the evening?
What do you think I fucking do? I drink.
You drink and eat the rest of the turkey.
Oh God. No, it's always picky stuff, you know. Ooh,
I
rolls. Ooh,
Yeah, I was gonna say that is usually
pistachio nuts.
kind of what I do as well. Sort of evening food, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and Boxing Day. I will usually sort of buy like bags of like party food, like sausage rolls, cheese rolls, cocktail sausages, other assorted savory, snacky type stuff. Just cook a load of it up and dish it out over those 3 days.
Yeah.
Because Christmas Eve, you're not going to want anything too big the night before because you're having a big meal the next day.
Yeah.
Christmas Day evening, you only want a little bit because you're still full from dinner.
Yeah.
Boxing Day, you hung over the fuck. You can't be bothered to cook. You just like,
Right.
you know what I mean? You just want stuff you can grab and eat.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I do for Christmas evening. But my Christmas Day morning usually starts whenever the fuck I decide to get up.
Nice.
Usually, I say that jokingly.
Mm.
Most Christmases, I'm up by about 9 o'clock in the morning. My daughter, being a teenager, last few Christmases has usually rocked up about 11 o'clock. So I've had a couple of hours to wake up and feel human.
Mm.
I start with a nice cup of coffee, usually with a shot of Bailey's thrown into it. Because, it's Christmas. It's either a coffee or a hot chocolate, depending on how awake I've woken up.
Mm.
If I've had a good night's sleep and I've woken up like, oh, it's Christmas morning, or if I've woken up and gone, fuck, it's Christmas morning.
Mm.
If it's been one of those, it's a coffee. If it's the perky morning, I'll have a hot chocolate with a shot of Bailey's. And then I break open as I call them, Christmas biscuits. In other words, it's just fancy cookies in a nice box.
Mm.
You pay £2 more than what you normally would do for them at the shop.
Yeah.
But it's a nice little treat. It's a nice, I don't normally buy biscuits like that. I normally just go buy like bourbon fucking creams and digested. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to have like luxurious cookies with like white chocolate and raspberry and stuff like that, it's like, it's a nice little treat. It's a nice little treat.
Yeah, why not?
So that is kind of breakfast. When the child does surface, it's present time. We will sit and open pretty much most of our presents. We tend to go smallest up to biggest.
Yeah, yeah.
And it will usually be a case of all the small ones will get opened before dinner, and the biggest one gets opened after dinner.
Oh, that's nice.
Because it's just our little way of like, it gives us something to do after dinner other than let's just sit down and watch a film. Oh, look, we've all fallen asleep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like we've got that last little half an hour of like, let's get the last of the presents open. Then we can sit, relax, and enjoy a nice Christmas afternoon of just TV, togetherness, maybe a little bit of music, and playing with our new toys.
Yeah.
You know? That takes us up to, obviously, like I just said, with the dinner time and everything, we do all that. Afternoon, if we don't fall asleep, is usually just TV.
Yeah.
Everything Christmas, whether it's music, a film. I did actually one year found all the Christmas specials from each season of The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Wrote down each episode number, and then me and my daughter sat and watched all of the Christmas specials they did over the years. And it's like it was really kind of sweet because you got to see each episode, the characters get a little bit older each episode.
Yeah.
Up to the point where it was like them with the kid, like with Howard and Bernadette with their kids. It's like, well, that's kind of like I think someone should string that together as one long episode, you know, grouped through the years at Christmas. Like it was kind of a cute little thing. I may do that again this year.
Yeah. Why not?
Pick a long running show, pick all the Christmas episodes out, and then just watch them together as one long thing. I think I might do something like that. And then the evening, like you said, is just picking food, having snacks, eating way too much fucking chocolate.
Yeah.
If a board game has been bought for Christmas, that will usually be played in the evening because by then, after everyone's had a nap, we're a bit more awake and alert.
Yeah.
So it's like if there's like a game of Monopoly or something like that that's been bought for someone, that will get played. And then that takes us to the evening where everyone is very drunk, very tired, too full of food to even get off the sofa. So we all fall asleep. And then that takes us to Boxing Day. And Christmas is done by then.
That's it.
That's my Christmas traditions.
Yeah, lovely.
But I do fit time in around that as well, obviously, to talk to friends and family, wish them a Merry Christmas. My nearest and dearest ones usually get a quick 10-minute phone call from me, like, Merry Christmas, what did you get? This is what I got. See you in the new year, kind of thing. Like it's a quick call, but it's just a Merry Christmas. Hope you have had and are continuing to have a good day. Whatever you're doing, whoever you're spending it with. So if you get a phone call from me at Christmas, just know that I love you.
No.
And if I don't call you, it's not that I hate you. It's just that I don't consider you enough of a friend to give you a call. So
fair enough.
You may as well not exist in the void that is my brain. Or you're straight up cunt and I just don't want to talk to you.
That one.
Isn't that right, Rory?
No.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Guy, what do you plan on watching for Christmas? What is the big thing you're going to watch on Christmas Day? The one, you only get one choice.
Gavin and Stacey.
Or as you called it last year, Gavin and Spacey.
Yeah.
That joke, that slip of the tongue fucking cracks me up every time I go back and look at that episode. I'm like, Gavin
got it right.
Gavin and Spacey, that's a very different show, folks.
It is. It is. Poor old Gavin.
The Christmas episode they could not show.
Yeah. Oof. It's, yeah, Gavin, it's got to go and Stacey, I think. Oh, my life. Oh, she's gone. There we go.
Hey, gotta do one per episode. Anyway. Yeah, so Gavin and Stacey.
Yeah.
Christmas special. This is the final one they're doing.
It is the finale, yeah.
That's
it. Yeah.
It's a bit like Only Fools and Horses, where they had like a series and then just Christmas specials, and now this is the final one they're doing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've never really watched it. I've seen clips, I've seen bits of it, and the bits that I've seen have made me chuckle, but it's not something that I've watched all the way through. I don't have the connection to the series that you do.
Fair enough.
So, I mean, you, like as you said last year, you watched it kind of year in, year out.
Yeah,
So for you, this being the final one, I can understand that being like you have to watch that kind of thing. You know,
got to be done.
it was the same with Only Fools and Horses. When that came to an end, my dad was like, we have to
Mm.
watch the final one. Of course, unfortunately, my dad passed away, and then they announced that they were doing a fucking another one.
Yeah.
So my dad unfortunately did not get to see the final episode of Only Fools and Horses. It's a bit of a shame.
Yeah.
You got to see them become millionaires and walk off into the sunset, though.
No,
I
I think that's I think that's perfect.
I think that was a better way to end it, where instead of them losing their money and going back to Nelson Mandela House.
Yeah.
Regardless, anyway.
Oh, just seeing a grid to go past. Sorry. Don't know why I felt, but I need to mention that. But
Hey, why not? It's the time of year.
yeah, true.
For me, I think my one big watch for Christmas, and I watch it every year because I'm a sentimental old bugger at heart. But every year I watch. Well, there's two things that I watch. One is on Christmas Eve, one is on Christmas Day.
Mm.
But I have to watch without fail. I have to watch them on those days. The first one is Nightmare Before Christmas, and it goes without saying. It's classic. Nightmare Before Christmas. Literally watch it on Christmas Eve. It's the day before Christmas.
Yeah.
For me, that makes sense. Anyway, but the big one for me that I watch every year because I'm a sentimental old twat is Muppet Christmas Carol.
Nice.
And every year, without fail, the scenes with Tiny Tim and the scenes with the Ghost of Christmas Future without Tiny Tim. Michael Caine's performance.
They do you in, doesn't it?
Breaks my fucking heart, and I cry every time because, and there's a meme about it. It's like someone goes up to Michael Caine and goes, right, remember, you're acting against a bunch of Muppets. And he goes, and then it cuts to him like stern face, like, I'm going to take this as serious as a fucking heart attack. His performance in that film, he plays it so goddamn straight that you believe his emotions in that moment where he's upset and seeing the family talking about.
Oh,
I'm going to cry.
A little bit.
You know the bit I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that gets me every goddamn time. And that, to me, is a credit to Michael Caine's ability as an actor. Like, I've seen that performance hundreds of times at this point. You know, there was one point where I was really obsessed with the film and I was watching it in like mid-July just because I thought it was funny. You know, but I've seen that film so many times, and every time I get that same reaction because of it, his acting, because of the whole scene, the way it's. I know it's Muppets, but when you used to see these fluffy characters going all crazy and batshit, not being emotional and upset, and that whole scene, it just, for me, I know everyone says that the Albert Finney version is the definitive version of Scrooge. So I'm sorry, Muppet Christmas Carol is my Christmas Carol. I will always watch that film every Christmas day, whether it's first thing in the morning when I'm on my own, so I've got time to cry before I get my makeup all done up and everything, or later on in the evening when I'm on again, when it's just me, family, relaxing, and I can cry quietly into my pillow and no one notices. So, but yeah, Muppet Christmas Carol, best Christmas film ever made. And of course, Die Hard.
No, I'm not being drawn in. You and Gaz are not drawing me in this year.
It's not just me and Gaz, though. It's me, it's Gaz, it's Tony, it's Jimmy, it's Raven Rose.
We're not doing this.
It's most other people, guy. You're going to have to accept the fact that Die Hard
I'm not doing this.
It's a Christmas movie.
I'm not doing this again. We're not having this.
So is the second one. And as someone pointed out to me the other day, so is Lethal Weapon. First one. Oh, here we go. He's hiding behind his Radio Times, everyone. Look at him. Look at him. He can't face the fact. It's a Christmas movie.
I'm not having this discussion again.
Lethal Weapon's a Christmas movie as well. I think we have to make a new category: Christmas action films.
Rambo: First Blood.
Technically, yes, because there's Christmas. It's set at Christmas. There's Christmas trees in the police station. You are very correct there. So there we go. But I think that about wraps us up for the night then, because it's
Indeed, yeah, because it's
getting late. The hour is nigh.
I've already been yawning, so yeah.
Yes, but that's it for Honey Geek is Showing Christmas Special 2024. We hope that you, our wonderful viewers, have an absolutely fantastic Christmas, whether you spend time with family, friends, on your own with a dog, maybe on your own down the pub, maybe on your own with a ragmag. Who are we to judge? Who are we to judge? But all I will say is, and I say this most years now because it's something that I learned a couple of years ago. I was like, this is very true. Christmas should not be about presents, as nice as they are. It should be about presents, about who you spend it with, who you have around you, your loved ones, those you care for, those that are your near and dear ones. That is the true meaning of Christmas, not the bits and pieces that you buy each other, but the feeling behind why you bought that gift and who you're giving it to. Because the greatest gift you can ever give is time, because it's the one gift that don't come with a fucking receipt.
There you go.
So it's good night and Merry Christmas from me.
And for me, it's fuck the world. Feed yourself at Christmas. Cheers, everybody.
It won't be snow in Africa this Christmas. I should fucking hope not. If there's snow in Africa this fucking Christmas, climate change is really fucking bad.
Yeah.
And on that bombshell, good night, everyone. Merry Christmas. We'll catch you in our final episode of the year, our roundup of the year 2024.
We will.
Good night, everyone. Have a very
bye-bye, folks. Merry Christmas.
Bye.